general perception of Xerox is one more of kind of legacy imaging and printing businesses, but apparently Xerox has a fairly significant services business. Do you want to tell us about that?
Sure. Xerox has undertaken a very significant transformation over the last 3 years. We acquired ACS at the beginning of 2010, and at this point our services business is over 50% of our total revenue line. So we're already a company that is driven by our services business. And because these markets that we're in, business process outsourcing, information technology outsourcing, and document outsourcing, are all markets that are growing at 5% plus. When you do the math, it's very simple to conclude that 5 years from now, for example, our company is going to be more than 2/3 of the revenue that we're going to be generating will be coming from our services business.
I mean, that's really interesting, because I think like the general perception of Xerox is still one around, you know, copiers and printers, but it seems to me that you're playing in some markets that would maybe be somewhat surprising to investors. I mean, can you give us any examples of those?
Absolutely. We have a very, very broad and diverse portfolio of businesses. We go from, you know, doing a very large business in customer care, so we do call centers around the world in every geography for many large corporations. We are in the finance and accounting business. HR services is a big business for us. We're in transportation, so we do EasyPass here in the US, but we do toll roads all over the world. We do parking solutions all over the world, red light cameras as well. So transportation is a big and very global business for us. And then we have a large government business, particularly here in the US, when we're really involved in a lot of aspects of the economy. We do a lot of, you know, healthcare processing here in the US, and a number of essential benefits for the population, unemployment claims. We process student loan processes. So we are, you know, very diversified.
You know, when one talks about services, obviously IBM is often discussed. You know, they've done so well with that, with IBM Global Services. I mean, do you see them as a direct competitor? Kind of, how do you fit into that world?
Well, not in every segment of our services business. I think IBM, you know, has got very, very high software content. They also do a lot of consulting work, which we don't do. We are much more focused on the processing of documents and data. In some cases, we go to market together. We do a lot of work together with IBM, particularly in the government healthcare business.
Okay. And, you know, as we look into 2013, I mean, are there any specific technologies or, you know, around sort of smarter cities or anything like that that you're working on that you think that are really noteworthy?
We're doing a lot of innovation work in a couple of areas. I would say probably the primary one is data analytics. Like, you know, everybody is after data analytics. In our case, we got a big advantage that we process incredible amounts of transactions every day, right? So we already have a lot of data, and we are applying our research and development centers around the world to mine that data on behalf of our customers so that we can reduce their costs but also differentiate their offerings to their client base. And we also make acquisitions along those lines, so, you know, companies that have got strong data analytics capabilities.